What's going on, everybody? Welcome back with another video. Today we are going to talk about the updates on Pulsechain. And finally we are about to get something off of Richard Hart. Finally! Time is getting closer and closer for Pulsechain launch. And today we are going to go over his tweet about Pulsechain, an expectation in terms of the launch date, and I have a launch date for you. This is my opinion. It might become a reality. But before we go through the notes and before we go through the details, I want you to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, that ding, and also follow me on Twitter at TCP Crypto while I drop jokes, news, updates, charts, cookies every single day. So without further ado, let's go into the video. So Pulsechain, if you haven't really heard about Pulsechain, Pulsechain is a fork of Ethereum. It's going to fork the entire ecosystem of Ethereum. So it's not only forking the code, but the entire ecosystem. So every single project that is on Ethereum is going to be actually brought over to Pulsechain, right? Pulsechain is going to be a fraction of the transactions when it comes to gas fees compared to the ones on Ethereum. Also, Pulsechain is going to be 10 times more fast and also scalable compared to Ethereum. So think of it this way. Think of a Pulsechain Ethereum 2.0, if not better, okay? So that is a Pulsechain in a nutshell. The guy who's responsible for that, his name is Richard Hart, right? And he is the same guy behind Hex. And Hex did 10,000x from all-time low to all-time high. I mean, it depends on how you measure it, but from all-time low, right? So what we need Pulsechain in order to have PulseX. Whenever I hear Pulsechain is near, all what I'm seeing is PulseX, right? So let's go through his tweets lately, Richard Hart. And there you go. So here's Richard. Alrighty. Let's see your tweet about the Pulsechain. There you go. So on March 16, he said that testnet v2 will be in a couple of days with PulseX working. Hell yeah! An AMM, full AMM bot run on the Uni v2 and Sushi and SAC balances. So let me break this down for you one by one. In my opinion, Pulsechain v2 testnet, we are going to see it in a couple of days at the very end, toward the very end of this month. So right now we are approaching the 21st. I believe the last couple of days before the end of this month, we are going to see the testnet. And with the testnet, now this is a fully workable testnet where we can actually have the PulseX, the one and only AMM on Pulsechain. So we are expecting to see a fully working version of PulseX, right? And also we are going to be seeing our balances, our SAC balances, our final SAC balances, at least for the PulseX. In my humble opinion, we will end up having a total supply of PulseX. It's going to be working. So we are going to be able to test the PulseX, see our SAC balances. And this is not all. I think that PulseX actual total supply will be actually less than Pulse, but we will see about that. Where we are going to do with this testnet, we are going to do every single strategy that we talked about on this channel, baby. What do you think we are going to do? We are going to work our theories, test them out, and also I'm going to show you how to stake, claim, swap, trade, farm, every single thing on PulseX, baby. What do you think this channel is for? It's for PulseX. Have you seen the banner? Go to my Twitter. I'm all about PulseX, baby. This is the PulseX channel, the only channel in the community. I'm not bragging here. Hey, I'm saying facts. The only YouTube channel in the community that is dedicated to our PulseX and PulseX strategies and game theories. So if you like game theories, if you like making money and exploiting the maximum out of PulseX and Pulsechain, make sure to hit the like, hit the bell, follow me on Twitter so you'll be notified every single time I release a new video and update on these protocols. So, when do I think PulseX will go live? I think that at the very last week of this month, we're going to get the testnet, and they will run it for a healthy 3 weeks to a month to see the actual flaws and hopefully catch them early on. And we are going to have the release of Pulsechain in the beginning of May, maybe late April, early May, but I will stick with my previous prediction that we are going to actually see Pulsechain fully on mainnet in May. Mark my words. I hope that we get it sooner than this, but just the nature of the protocol and the gravity of it requires more thorough test, unless Richard Hart changed his mind and he started pushing it later on. Anyway, so we know for sure. Let's go to Richie. So let's listen to the guy and see exactly what he said in last stream of his.
Yes, PulseX is going to be deflationary.
Yes.
You're never going to get a new mint PulseX. There's going to be no inflation, only deflation. Yes, I am working on a replacement for MetaMask. Haven't hired anybody yet, but it's on the roadmap. Just quicker on the roadmap recently. I want to get the things that we already have in the pipeline done and out. I do not want more coins. I do not want more tokens. I do not want more sacrifices.
That's exactly right.
Out and released into the wild. That's what I want.
Thank you. That's exactly right. Finish what we are having right now and then move on to the next.
So you don't have to think about that or worry about that for months. PulseX will be out long before. That's a thought. So
thank you.
Had a call with the devs, and PulseX is basically done.
You heard it. You heard it from his mouth. PulseX done. Finish. Finito. They finished it, developed it, finished, is ready, it's packaged, ready to go, baby. Ready to go. So, with that, really, only what we are left with is the release of the fabric, the release of the actual environment, the release of the actual blockchain that's going to host all of these protocols and more in the future, which is Pulsechain. A lot of fun down the road. Test them out in this channel. All the theories that we talked about. If you don't want to miss out, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I made the video on a price prediction for Pulsechain. If you have missed that video out, I am going to leave it somewhere down there or here. Have a wonderful day. Always stay safe, stay hard. Peace out.